Right, so welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another epic podcast with your host, Timmy25. That's me, guys. That's me. I'm Timmy25, and welcome back to more podcasts. That's right, this is episode 11. Can you believe we've done 11 shows already? But I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody for joining us today on this another courageous podcast. That's right. If you guys haven't seen this before, don't worry. In about 5 seconds, you'll probably leave. I'm sorry, we started the podcast just a few seconds ago, and then we had to cancel it because we had some audio technical issues on my side. So you can blame me totally on that happening. But nevertheless, I just want to say a massive welcome, everybody. Round of applause to all of you. Big shout out goes out to obviously Mr. Dennis Jasisi for jumping in with the first like, and the first comment over at youtube.com. And not forgetting the infamous Electric Skateboard joining us over at twitch.tv. Also, we got someone new over there called Slow Cool. Interesting name. Welcome to the podcast. Don't forget, guys, if you want to jump into the podcast with any questions or any comments you want to add, please drop them down below. I would love to read them while we're going through these amazing stories. If you guys don't know, we got some crazy shit to talk about in today's podcast, so I hope you guys will stick around for that. Just a quick little heads up, we got the awesome sponsors that we can start the podcast without saying a what's up to them. We got the infamous Cinch Gaming, CD Kids, and not forgetting those infamous boys at Razor.com. And also, don't forget the T4 Army merch. T4 Army is the way forward. If you ain't checked out the merch, hit that store button, have a little look. Also, not forgetting the infamous guys over at G2A.com, holding it lit live for your boy T4 at Twitch.tv, and G4G and Streamlabs, keeping those goddamn donations streamlined straight to my goddamn wallet. So thank you very much to everybody who's ever donated to the channel. Thank you. Right, anyway, we got top topics. Top of the topics. We got Ninja Vegas 18 smashing a new world record. We got Count Dracula. He's not going to face any jail time. Also, Amazon is taking new directions into their technology division of delivery systems. And also MKBHD, if you don't know who he is, Marcus Brownlee, calls out Gadot. If you guys haven't checked that story out, it's pretty interesting. It's something different. Also, not forgetting Asa Abloy. If you don't know who they are, they're a very interesting company who have learned how to hack into hotel rooms. So if you guys want to check out all those stories, be sure to stick around while we talk about and discuss all of these things. First of all, obviously, I've got to say a massive thank you to my guest and only guest on today's podcast, and that is Crazy Holes 95. What up to you, young Crazy Holes?
Hey, how are you?
So Crazy's joining us today. She's the only surviving T4 Army veteran who's actually managed to not kill herself, move house, or had an operation. So she's the only one who's alive now. Everyone else, I think, has died. Okay, I've even got a stitch. Okay, from the stress, I've got a fucking stitch down the side of my back. Anyway, so, oh my god, stretch it, T4, stretch out of it, walk it off, just shake it off. So anyway, first story of the day. That's right. We've got interesting stories for you guys to get straight into. So the first thing I want to kick off with, obviously, is the story with Fortnite. That's right. Fortnite back in the news. So if you guys didn't hear, Ninja is the legend. Pro gamer that plays Fortnite. If you guys haven't checked out any of his streams, I really recommend it. It's quite entertaining, and he's so good at the game that it makes everyone else look like they don't know what they're doing. So check out Ninja over at twitch.tv. He streams every single day, twice a day. Fucking legend. Anyway, so Ninja decided to start this new thing up. It's kind of like the first version of an esport of Fortnite. So there was $50,000 up for grabs. All you had to do was beat Ninja at Fortnite. Quick little heads up on how this started out. So mega streaming superstar Tyler Blevin, aka Ninja, is the focus of an exciting new esport event planned. It was for April the 21st, which obviously has already happened, in Las Vegas. Guessing why it was called Ninja Vegas 18. That will allow fans to compete with the Fortnite Wizard in a unique competition. The competition will take place at the Luxor Hotel and Casino at the Esports Arena on April 21st, which already happened. There will be 10 live games that are split into 5 heats of 2. Ninja will compete in every heat as he takes on up to 400 challenges with a total of $50,000 in cash prize at stake. Each game will be worth $5,000 with $2,500 going to the winner and another $2,500 going to bounty awards to anyone that eliminates Ninja from the game. So that's basically the lowdown. That's like the little background of the whole what happened with this whole thing with Ninja and the Vegas 18 thing that he did. But kind of fast forwarding to present time, we basically have got the backstory now. We've got the backstory of what Vegas 18 was all about with Ninja Blevin. So what actually happened during that event was he smashed his old stream record. Now, if you guys remember, Drake was in his stream. It kind of like sort of pushed the limits on the popularity of this game by having him on the game with him. So Ninja did his stream with Drake, and it fucking went to it did like 300 or 1,000 concurrent live stream views. That's like my stream right now has got 5 people watching it. You imagine he had 300,000 people watching at the same time. That's right. It makes me look like completely insignificant and starts to make me question why the hell am I even doing this. Actually, you know what? On that note, let's just cancel the stream. No, anyway, let's carry on with the podcast. So basically, he did 300,000 before, and on this occasion, the result was an intense, often thrilling evening which drew 680,000. Okay, double. He went 2 platinum, dude. 680,000 concurrent viewers near its conclusion, breaking Ninja's old Twitch record. Oh, actually, he did record of 6 to 8,000, which is still pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I've never really seen anything like this event. Part tournament, part meet and greet, part 3-ring circus led by Ninja's star power and his friends Courage and Lupa in the casting booth. It's not really esports per se, but rather something else entirely, driven solely by Ninja's immense popularity. So that was basically the breakdown. So it was like a meet and greet with Ninja, and then he was playing, and there was money up for grabs. Dude wore a fucking suit to play Fortnite. I know if I wore a suit to play Fortnite, it would be like, if I wore a grey suit, it'd be dark grey by the time I finished. If I wore a blue suit, it'd be dark blue by the time I finished, through just the sheer sweating that would have happened. But this dude kept his cool. He kept it clean. He fucking raped everyone. I couldn't believe how good he was at the game. Quick little shout out, Brian Lloyd, what's up? And obviously ZentTM as well. Hi again, T4, what's up? Welcome to the podcast. Don't forget, guys, if you want to join in any part of the conversation, all you got to do is type in the chat, and we'll be sure to voice your opinions. If you want to type it straight into Discord as well, you can head over to the Discord chat and you can type your questions or your opinions in there. If you're watching us over at Twitch, same process, and the same thing with Smashcast. But the thing I really want to talk about is how much bigger could this actually get? How much bigger could this game really get with Ninja behind it, pushing this game to its absolute limit? I mean, people are literally trying to perfect how good they are at this game. So the question I really want to pass off, which is probably one of the coolest part of today's show, is one, is there a limit? Is there a roof that this game's going to hit and it can't go beyond? Or is it just forever going to grow? Is it forever just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger? Or is there a limit to the game? I don't know. I mean, I'm seeing it in my personal stream, but that's probably because I'm pretty shit at the game and I'm not getting any victory royale. So, hey, what the hell are you gonna do when you don't get no victories? People are like, dude's crap at the game, not watching anymore. But really, that's one of the main questions. And the second question, obviously, is he broke one record. Is there more records that he's just going to end up breaking now? Is it just going to get more better and better and better? So shout out to Days.TV and Furious Alexis Garcia. Welcome. You're not playing Fortnite GTA. No, dude, this is the podcast day. What the hell? Check the description. I mean, what kind of fans do I have, really? So anyway, Crazy Holes. You've been listening to me rabbit on about Ninja for ages, and his battle royale pastime that he's turned into an absolute profession. 680,000 concurrent viewers. Is there a roof ceiling that he can't go beyond?
I mean, obviously, to answer to your questions, probably there is. I suppose I would say there can be a time and a place where it probably can come to an end, you know? But it depends on how far and how progressive and how there's like words for.
I mean, he's making it super exciting in the fact that he's actually. It's like a vision I've always had. Is like he's done like a meet and greet, and then he's done like a competition at the same time where there's up to $50,000 up for grabs. So and he's challenging people to actually keep him out of winning the games or out of being in the finals or being the last person standing. And if they kick him out, it doesn't matter if the person who kicks him out wins or loses. If they get him out of the game, if they manage to find him and kill him in the game, they get $2,500 for doing it. You know, doesn't matter whether you win it or you lose it. Chicken dinner or no chicken dinner, you get $2,500. And I don't know. I mean, that is just making it more interesting, I think, for a lot of people, especially, and I think this is where it brings that whole sort of makes it more popular because he's putting angles on the game, or that doesn't need angles, I guess, to make it even more sort of appealing, I guess, to everybody else. I mean, do you not think? I mean, putting up $50,000 in prize money isn't that something just gonna make people just like, yeah, I'm gonna play it anyway?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that would be the kind of opinion that some people would have. I mean, for someone like me, who, I mean, I've seen a bit of the tournament. I've seen a bit of the tournament, what's going on. And to be honest, the production value is kind of bad. You know, there is a lot of potential.
Agreed.
You know,
I think considering it was in Las Vegas, I think the production value was quite bad. I mean, I think they could have definitely done more with that, but it was independently done though. That's the only thing I want to put that out there. It was done independently by Ninja. No one else was in. It was a personal thing that he was doing. So he was kind of like doing a meet and greet with a little thing on the side. So moving on from that, what was you saying?
Yeah, but I mean that there is a lot of potential because because of how fun some of the fights are to watch on Fortnite. But they do need to step up. They do need to step up their game. So, and also on another note,
we've just lost you. Yeah, we just lost you there. You might want to repeat what you just said.
Oh, like there is a lot of potential of how fun some of the fights are to watch on Fortnite, but they do need to step up their game. But
in terms of hosting productions properly?
Yeah, probably production and how things are run, really. Because the other thing I was going to say, like another note, is the tournament highlighted a big problem. Like that's going to only get bigger and bigger because when you put some kind of money reward for winning, then people will play to only win. Then
obviously,
then what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of people that are going to camp, that are going to, just not going to play the game properly. And then what's going to happen is, it's going to take away the entertainment value.
I mean, you say about camping, but technically, a battle royale game is the whole purpose is to survive, right?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But I just
I mean,
feel
how does camping in Call of Duty? Fair enough, that plays into it. But in terms of because obviously in Call of Duty, people are expected to go out and look for kills, whereas in Fortnite, it's not. I mean, it's fun to see people do it, but the whole concept is to get to the final bit where it's just either if you're doing a solo, it's a one-on-one thing, or if it's a team, it's a team-on-team thing. You're not really expected, I don't think, personally, I don't think you're expected to see somebody, just wrecking everyone that they come across, or purposefully going out of their way to find people to kill. So I think in that respect, I don't know. I mean, I guess the money aspect for me, the thing that I'm worried about is that it's going to bring a lot of competitive gamers, because obviously Ninja himself, he's a pro gamer himself, so he's actually a competitive pro gamer, who started off in Call of Duty and then moved over to Fortnite as that became more popular. He did do PUBG as well. So he's just moved along with the actual as things have come along. So to me, I think it attracts the thing. The thing I'm worried about is that it's going to take away from people who are actual fans of the game, or who are fans of Ninja themselves, who get these opportunities to kind of play with him on a one-on-one or whatever it would be. Whereas when you start bringing the money aspect into it, it ends up becoming there being too many pro players turning up at the tournament wanting a seat to be able to just beat whoever's putting the money on the table, basically, because they just want the dough. I don't know. What do you think about that? Yeah. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I think that obviously with the whole, like you said, the whole production value.
Yeah.
I just feel that what I think is probably gonna happen, which I don't know if it's gonna happen, is once people start playing and people start winning, then people are gonna start stupid, and people are gonna start to become money grabbers, and start getting possessive over the game, and then they're gonna want to start winning the game every single time.
So you're worried that the money aspect, it brings a new dynamic, I guess kind of like a positive dynamic, but at the same time could ruin the game and make it a bit. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, guys, let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about this particular topic. If you got any opinions, drop them down below. I'd be more than happy to read a couple of them. We had a couple of chats come in already from ZentTM saying it's probably gonna die in 2 to 3 years. Fortnite is dominating right now. Days Out TV puts in the chat, it looks like Fortnite is not gonna stop because PUBG is their rival, and they are going to want to perfect their content. Also, we had ZentTM saying change your. Oh no, it says that you play GTA5 PS4 role. Oh, okay, fine. And also Zent put TSM Myth got wrecked in Vegas event. I think he didn't even win a single game. Dazed Out said, well, it was the first event, so I believe it was just a start. Also, just to finish up on this story, we have got the results of the actual heat. So Heat 1, Game 1, Ninja was placed 11th, killed by Blind. So Blind wins as well. So he won $5,000. So he won $2,500 for finishing the round and $2,500 for killing Ninja in the game. Game 2, Ninja was placed 24th, killed by Nibs, and Blind wins again. So Nibs won $2,500 and Blind won another $2,500. So you can start to tally up how these monies are rolling out. Game 3, Ninja placed 2nd, killed by Twitch Saint. Twitch Saint wins, Blind placed 7th. So literally, this was the first change in the wins lineup, and so he won 5,000 as well. In Heat 2, Game 1, Ninja wins, so he kept all his money. Game 2, Ninja plays 5, killed by Twitch VVP Punisher. And Game 3, Ninja placed 35, killed by Hell. Tempo Pain wins. Heat 3, Game 1, Ninja plays 2nd, killed by Sneak E Beaver. Game 2, Ninja plays 29. Dude's dying early. He was killed by Sneaky Beaver. He's 14 years old. I just want to ram that home there. That VDR Storms YT wins. Is 14 years old. He actually managed to kill Ninja in the game. And Game 3 plays Ninja 31st. Killed by XCrat4 TV. Twitch Exotic Chaotic wins. So these are they were the 3 heats that were on. And that was basically the results of that actual event that Ninja held. They're saying there's a lot of speculation around that this will be one of many esport events that will be coming forward from Fortnite. And also on next week's podcast, we have got a very interesting topic to talk about to do with Fortnite. So please make sure to tune in for next week if you want to hear more about Fortnite and things that are coming your way, especially if you're young. You're gonna be like, holy shit! So I'm telling you now, you need to be here or be square next week Friday. But that's the end of Fortnite and Ninja. Now we move on to something a little bit more serious. That's right, we got the series Count Dacula back in the house, everybody. If you don't know who Count Dacula is, he's a little YouTuber who decided to make this video about of his girlfriend's dog. His girlfriend thought that it was the cutest thing ever. Her dog was her life. Her dog was her existence. Without her little dog, nothing would happen. Nothing would work. So literally, he thought, oh, so you think it's the cutest thing in the world, do you? Well, I'm about to ruin its mind. So he decided to put this plan together where he went out and made and started showing the dog all these Nazi videos, Nazi salute, and then actually managed to teach the dog to salute when the Nazi anthem would be played, or if you'd hear Adolf Hitler saying a certain speech, the dog would start saluting. And also saying, I don't know what it was. It was a saying that I don't know what it is, because unfortunately I'm not a Nazi, so I have no idea what the fuck background is like this. But basically, there were certain things that you would say to the dog, and it would create the salute. So, title of this is from the Evening Standard. This is Count Dacula's sentence. Scottish comedian Mike Meacham, that's what his real name is, who taught his girlfriend's pug to perform Nazi salute, fined £800, which is about $1,100. That's all he got, which was very lucky for him, because he was facing serious charges. So, a Scottish comedian who shared a film of pet dog giving Nazi salute, as he said, "Sieg Heil," has been fined £800 for hate crime. So that was the line that I was looking for. Vlogger Mark Meacham, 30, of Cottbridge in Lancashire, taught his girlfriend's pet pug to react to the phrase, which he repeated 23 times in a grossly offensive video seen by the court. The video also showed the dog watching a TV recording of Adolf Hitler speaking at the 1936 Olympic, during which he asked the dog, "Do you want to guess the Jews?" The clip was watched more than 3 million times on YouTube. The video is no longer there, so if you go looking for it, you're not going to find it. Meacham was arrested after sharing the footage in April of 2016. So then he felt he had a 2-year-long legal battle trying to clear his name, saying it was just a joke. He makes it clear in the beginning of the video that it was just a joke. It's not serious. He doesn't mean it. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. But the internet doesn't take to it like that. Again, what we're seeing is people who would think that the people that it would affect would take offense from it are standing up for those people. Same way that we were talking about it in yesterday's podcast. It's the same resolute, okay? I mean, was it yesterday? Wednesday's podcast, right? It was the same thing. So it's like Jewish people aren't saying anything. It's people who think Jewish people would find it offensive are stepping up and saying, I think this is a little bit offensive. So basically, this is what's happened. And the dude literally, he was facing up to 2 years in prison. Okay, so he got off the prison thing and ended up being given an £800 fine. So basically, or $1,100 if you live in the US. So speaking after the convicted last month, he said there has been a huge miscarriage of justice. This is what he said, Count Duckula. I think it is a very, very dark day in terms of freedom of speech and freedom of expression. One of the primary things that must be considered in cases like this is context and intent. And today, context and intent were completely disregarded. For the system to disregard such things means that your actions no longer matter. They decide what your context and intent is. For any comedians making jokes in Britain, I'd be very, very worried about your future, because the context and intent, apparently they don't matter anymore. Meacham was convicted of committing a crime under the Communications Act, which was aggravated by religious prejudice. So that's what was the final outcome. First of all, I'd like to say well done for not going to prison, because trust me, dude was facing jail time. Also, I just want to say, obviously, it is, I personally believe, a massive miscarriage of justice with freedom of speech. I mean, what the hell? I mean, the amount of times I was saying this on Wednesday that I have to hear racial things, and people type stuff in the chat. It may be innocent, it may be joking or whatever, because I'm very lighthearted about it. But it's so true. Like, nowadays, it seems like everything is just taken way out of context, and its intent is taken to the next extreme. It's like literally anything you say is put onto a pedestal and then put in the wrong context, and that's it. Even if you give people a pre-warning that this is just a joke, bro, it doesn't matter. They like literally, someone got offended. We got to help them, the people who we think might be getting offended. So really, the question I want to pass off to you guys to start this conversation off is, one, do you think he should have been given any conviction whatsoever? And two, is freedom of speech under attack by the far left? That is the question. So, Miss Crazy Holes, without further ado, tell us, what do you think?
Well, I obviously did a little bit of research on this, and what made me laugh is that he did actually deny committing an offence, and
right.
He said the video was only to annoy his girlfriend.
Yeah.
But in the court hearing, the judge actually said, like, the girlfriend wasn't even subscribed to the video channel that he posted it on.
Hold on a second, your voice has gone really far away.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. They said in the court hearing that the girlfriend wasn't even subscribed to the video channel that he posted it on. And the court that obviously he got put into said that it was, you know, menacing, anti-Semitic and racist.
Yeah, anti-Semitic, yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, he got an £800 fine, and he was going to get sent to prison for a racist remark, which, to be honest, maybe it could have been shorter, but that's in my opinion. But I know that obviously he didn't get the sentence in. But I believe he could have easily got something like a year, maybe a year and a half, something like that. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, do you think he actually committed a crime then?
It's 50-50, you know, because you know, like you said, the people who are actually Jews, they don't really care. But people who are not Jewish, they're all up in evil, like Tommy
Yeah, yeah,
Robinson, who's like the
yeah,
English Defence League.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, I mean, I'll give you an example. Like, I'm not a Jew. You're not a Jew either. I mean, are we really? Should we be standing up on behalf of other people, even if they are not reacting to it themselves? Like, for example, some people have said certain things to me that I've not been happy with, and I've told them I'm not happy about whatever you've said, and they've like either apologized or whatever it may be, or we've parted ways or whatever it is. So, if I get offended by something and then I'm telling my audience, oh, you know what, this isn't right, I'm offended. Can you not do that kind of thing or say that kind of thing or whatever? Fine. You then want to stand up for me, no problem. Because I'm the first one to say I'm not happy about it. But if Jewish people themselves, if Jewish people are saying nothing about how they feel about the actual joke that went on, considering the guy said within context it's a joke, how then can we react on their behalf if there's no one actually reacting to the actual problem? That's my question.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, I obviously understand what you're saying. I mean, obviously, yeah. How is anybody supposed to know if they're right or wrong? Like,
Yeah.
how is he supposed to know if he's hurting anybody's feelings?
I mean, because the thing is, right, is from people reacting to this who are not Jewish or Jews, they have caused this to happen to his life. They've caused his life to be turned upside down. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What was you saying?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, I totally agree. Don't get me wrong. There might be some Jews out there that are totally like in disbelief by it. There might be some Jews that are out there, but that's the thing that they're hiding that from the limelight because they don't want any more trouble going on. They might say, "Oh yeah, the Jews are fine with it," but there
Yeah.
might be some Jews that are totally like, "Oh my gosh, like that is so wrong."
But then surely, if that's the case, if there are Jews out there who didn't find it funny or didn't find it amusing or found it offensive,
Then obviously they should have
sure,
said.
you get what I mean. I mean, the
Yeah.
thing is, it's not like people are going to turn around and say, oh, I mean, the amount of times I've said to people on this channel, even like, using the terminology Allahu Akbar, it doesn't result in things exploding. But the thing is that, and it means something completely different. But because the media portrayal and Muslims themselves have used that term while firing a fucking rocket launcher, they've kind of caused it to come onto themselves. So then you can't react to people who then are using that as a joke to publicize something, to make a joke out of something which we would take as an offense, because people have took the piss out of it. But this thing is a bit different. It's like some guy has done this video in all respects as a joke. He's created the context, he's talked about the context, but at the same time it's like he's been punished because of people's, you could say, people sticking their nose where it doesn't matter, putting their noses in businesses that it doesn't happen. I mean, you could argue the case as well, he shouldn't have put it online, then no one would have seen it. But the thing is there is a give and take there, I guess, to a certain degree. If you publish something online, you've got to take frat for it if it goes wrong. I mean, I don't know. It's a very complicated one, but I just want to say hello to Tara K. Tara K has decided to join us on the podcast today. Hello, Tara. Welcome, young lady.
Hello.
Tara is still recovering from major vaginal surgery, so she's not quite there yet. So a lot of recovery time going down. So, but she's with us now. I think she's doing okay. So, Tara, you've been hearing us about this little Count Dracula issue. We spoke about this in a previous podcast, but now sentencing has happened. Okay, sentencing day has come, and the judge has said you're convicted of something. No jail time. £800, which is about $1,100 fine, and be on your way, young man. So, I mean, the thing is, when we talked about this originally, we did say a few things, but what are your current train of thought? What do you think? Do you think it was unnecessary? Was there a crime committed here? Did someone do something wrong? Or is it people just sticking their nose where it doesn't belong and then turning someone's life literally upside down for 2 years?
Well, to me, I think, like I said, I don't like any type of racial anything. So to me, I think it was a type of crime.
Mm. Yeah, and Tara did make that very clear last time as well. Is that she doesn't believe, and quote me if I'm wrong, Tara, but I mean correct me if I'm wrong, but she did say that um, religion, race, that kind of thing, it shouldn't be made a joke of. It should be left to one side because it's not funny. Because it will offend somebody. Am I right in saying that, Tara?
Right. Yeah, you're correct.
Right. So before we move on, we've got a couple of comments being dropped as we're speaking. A lot of comments, to be honest. So I'm just gonna quickly run through some of this. So we had ZentTM saying, "What's wrong with people in these days?" Days.TV's put in there, "It is a joke," but I feel that the Nazi thing was a bit too much because a lot of innocent people died in that time. I can't understand why a lot of people was sensitive about it. Interesting comment. ZentTM also put in there, people getting offended because of this stuff. FFS people are beep idiots. ZTM also put dazed. It was a long time ago. Who gives a beep anymore? Dazed.TV also put in the chat. A lot of people think about it. What if it was your people that was killed because of your ethnicity? Interesting comment. Don't give a whatever happened a long time ago. Also, Dave put on there, now it's a joke. I get it. I would love to prank my girlfriend too, but there's other ways to prank. But I don't think they should fine him at all, or put him in jail for that matter. ZentTM also put in there, people can understand a something joke. They are probably brainwashed. And Dave's finished up with, the internet is too sensitive. He should have just kept it between him and his girlfriend. Very interesting comments being dropped in the chat. If you guys got something you want to add, please be sure to add it in the comments down below. It would be lovely for us to say it out loud while we're on the live stream. Also, I mean, to both of you guys, I'll start with you, Tara. Is there any sort of final? I mean, after hearing some of those comments that we've just read out from some of the guys on the live stream, on the podcast today, do you have anything you want to add to kind of maybe correct some people, you know, who are less sensitive to these kind of things?
No, I believe that everybody has a right to their own opinion. Like, I have my own opinion about not liking anything to do with any racial or religion jokes or how people treat other people just because of their background or different cultures that they have. But they have a right to say what they want to say, and I'm not gonna, give them any backlash or anything. But
right. I mean, do you not think, Tara, if people do joke about certain things, you know, to do with race or whatever it may be, it kind of breaks some barriers, because obviously within those communities, within those different sects of communities, they have their own little joke that goes around. You know, I'm sure. You know, I know within, within the black community, people use the N word just very sparingly, and they don't really care. And within, the Jewish society, there are jokes that go around with the Jewish people who, maybe is not said outside of that ring of people, but it is said within inside them. And obviously, people hearing these things from different sects pick up on these little vibes, and they think, oh, they find that quite funny, or they think that's entertaining. Do you think, these kind of things don't help to kind of break those bridges, those barriers between people, to create more tolerance, to kind of encourage people to kind of get to know each other on a more personal level, rather than being on this sort of having this wall up where it's got all these signs up there saying, don't say this and don't say that, but do this and do that? I mean, what do you think? Yeah, that was a question, Tara. Oh, there's no response. There's just silence.
Oh.
And she's left. It was so bad, she walked out of the door. She slammed the door. She, fuck you, T4. I'm gone. Okay, I don't think so. Not today, so not today. Right, okay. Anyway, Tara, that question was to you, yes.
Yeah,
please.
Sorry, I have no clue what just happened to my Discord. It just shut off on I don't know. I feel like some some different like ethnic group or cultures, like they have their, like you said, they have their own like inside like different jokes or different things that they do, and they don't want other people to, ow, sorry, they don't want other people to use their different things, and then when they hear other people saying it, they do find it insulting or whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah.
That part, to me, I don't understand it. I mean, it's like, if you don't want people to use it, then don't let other people hear it. I don't know. I don't understand.
It's a difficult one. I can understand.
Yeah.
The thing is that it's the way I've always looked at things like this is that we need to have that transparency. We need to have that openness. You know, like
Right.
I'm a Muslim guy doing so, and I know a lot of people meet a lot of Muslim people, and they are not like me. They have this brick wall that they have built, and on that brick wall is written, don't do this and don't say that, and you can say this but you can't say that, and you can eat this but you can't eat that, and all that jazz, you know. And it's like a protective barrier, you know, as they may believe, I don't know. But then it kind of creates this weird atmosphere. I find this weird sort of like they don't know how, like people who don't know anything about Muslims, for example, or who don't know anything about black people, or who don't know anything about white people, who don't know, you know, they don't know how to relate, so they don't know what to say and what not to say. So, you know,
Right.
it becomes like this difficult place to kind of be in. And I've created this channel to kind of show people that, look, you know, I game. I fucking swear. You know, and I do all types of crazy shit on my vlogs. But the thing is at the end of the day, I still have certain things that I have to do as a Muslim man, but that doesn't mean I'm like, you know, like a religious guy day in, day out. I'm not like sitting in front of a prayer mat all day and just praying. You know, it's trying to show that everyone is literally like the same. We just live slightly different lives with some minor adjustments, but down to the nitty gritty, we are all pretty much the same kind of people. We do the same kind of shit every single day. So I just don't know. I mean, I just feel like if we put too many if we allow those barriers to remain, it kind of will cause these kind of frictions, these kind of problems continuously going forward with freedom of speech. Potty mouth, lol. Sorry, Marlene, I'm terribly sorry. Potty mouth means you dirty son of a bitch. You keep swearing. Also, Miss
Oh.
Crazy Holes. Obviously, we can't end with that crazy. Is there anything you want to add after hearing some of those comments that we had out on the podcast today so far?
Well, yeah, it goes on obviously with the comment of having certain sentences for certain ethnicity groups. It goes back to that. At the end of the day, I don't believe in all of that, having certain ethnicity sentences for certain people. At the end of the day, we're all equal, we're all human, and we all have our own opinion. And at the end of the day, if people don't like it, then they have a choice to not like it. But, you know, I've heard many, like black people have an argument with a white guy because they've said the N-word. And it's it's one of those things of, like Tara said, if you don't say it, then people won't hear it. So.
Right. No, exactly. I think Tara definitely touched on a key point there. You know, I think within the societies, but the thing is, I just personally feel like if we're ever going to close that gap between the differences, is we have to really be more open, and I feel like these kind of things happening is not a good thing, but at the same time, it shows how, I don't know, how offense people who are not from that background will be offended. Yeah, sorry, Crazy, go on.
Yeah, the other thing is, this guy didn't take any steps to prevent the video being shared publicly. He didn't take no you're right. No actions whatsoever.
No, you're right.
He could have made it and kept it on a file on his computer and would have been like, hey, like, this is what my dog does as a joke, you know, to his friend.
No.
you know.
And I think you're definitely right there. I think the thing is, if you didn't want the kind of backlash, you got to realize that your hands are gonna sow whatever
And
you put in the seed. So you're gonna reap whatever you sow. So and
exactly. And the thing is, at the end of the day, you do the crime, you pay for the time. So
got to do the time. That's right. Days Out TV. Damn, if I was in there, I would explain that as the black male. Days, you can jump in if you want to. If you come into Discord, I will add you as a guest, and you can actually jump into the Discord chat in the middle of us being here. So if you want to come over to Discord, I will give you the rights to join this chat, and you can join the chat if you want to head over here. Anyhow, after hearing all that, we're gonna move on. That's right, we're gonna move on. We got some very interesting things from the friends from Amazon. That's right. Our friends at Amazon, The Guardian put this post out about Amazon key system will allow delivery drivers to unlock customers' doors. Couriers will be able to gain entry to properties watched by the recipient on their mobile telephone. That's right. Amazon are pushing the way forward for the goddamn what is it called? Delivery service. That's right. They want things to be streamlined. They don't want you to worry that you're not at home. They're gonna come in your house. They're gonna drop off that package, high five the camera, get the fuck out. The thing is, right? If you guys are freaked out by me even saying this, okay, just to give you a few quotes from this, okay, the Amazon Key system combines an app, home security camera, and a smart lock that couriers will be able to unlock via the app. Once they have scanned the package to confirm its arrival, users will receive a notification to their phone when a delivery driver arrives and can choose to watch the drop-off live on their smartphone via the cloud-connected camera. The online retail firm is launching the service in some parts of the United States of America in November and is selling an Amazon Key Starter Kit, including a camera, a smart lock for $250. That's right. That's about £189. The service is being advertised only for Amazon Prime members. I wonder why. Amazon's Key gives customers peace of mind, knowing their orders have been safely delivered to their homes and are waiting for them when they walk through their doors. And said Peter Larson, Amazon head of delivery technology. Now Prime members can select in-home delivery and conveniently see their packages being delivered right from their mobile phones. So I don't live in America. They haven't offered this service over here yet. This is something that's happening in the United States. And have you guys seen the advertisement for that over there in the US?
No, I haven't seen it.
no, I've not seen it yet.
Right, so it's something they're still pushing forward. But the thing is, you haven't seen any advertisement for that. You haven't seen any press for that. You haven't seen anything from your Prime subscription for that. But it gets better. That's right. You thought that was the story. That's not the story. Okay, that's just the goddamn the little entry. That's just like the little taster. That's the taster. Okay, what Amazon really want to do? They want to do this. That's right. Ars Technica, Amazon Key expands to deliver packages inside your vehicle. That's what Amazon pushing the boat out. Fuck me. They don't only want to rob your house, they now want to steal your fucking car, okay? That's what's happening. Another option for those skeptical about in-home deliveries. This was published on the 24th of this month, 2018. Amazon added a new delivery location to their ever-growing number of spots. It can leave your packages inside your car. The company announced an expansion of its Amazon Key in-home delivery service that now lets Prime members get packages deposited in their cars at no extra cost. Free of charge to rob your car. The service is available today in 37 cities across the country for Prime members with eligible vehicles and active subscriptions to connected car services. The in-car delivery service only requires the Amazon Key app and a car of recent vintage. Before placing an order on Amazon Prime, members can choose the in-car delivery option at checkout. On the day of delivery, customers can check if their car is parked in range of the delivery location in the Amazon Key app. Before couriers gain access to the customer's car, Amazon users can uses an encrypted authentication process to make sure the right courier is present in the right location with the right package. After authorization, the car is unlocked so the courier can deliver the package inside. As with most Amazon delivery services, customers receive alerts when a package is about to be delivered and after the package has been left in the vehicle. Now, the things I really want to touch about on this particular story, okay? First thing, okay, what the fuck is wrong with people, okay? Are you being that serious? Are you that stupid to let a multi-million, trillion-dollar, billion-dollar company get access to your house, one, without you being there, and two, now to your vehicle? And the thing is, the first one, fine, okay? We get away with that one, okay? It's in your house, okay? There's a camera. It watches the delivery driver. If they try to steal something, you're going to see it happen. Fine. Second one, the car delivery one, there's no fucking camera, okay? You're trusting the fact that that Amazon employee is not having a bad day, okay? He is not on, if you leave valuables in your car, a lot of people leave change in their car. They leave a spare charger in the car, sat nav, maybe a second phone, handgun, People leave all types of weird shit in their car. You might find a dildo or something. I don't know. You might find something, okay? But whatever you find, okay, it's in your vehicle. They have full access to your whole car, and there is no way, there is zero way for you to check what they're even doing. All they do is open the vehicle, drop your package, and shut the car. So they say. But you imagine if that guy's on his third strike. He's on his way out, He's like, if I fuck up today, I'm out. And his manager told him that morning, you fuck up today, you're out. Pressure's on. The guy thinks, fuck it, you know what? He delivers one package. It's obviously to non-vintage cars, so it's going to be to like pristine, brand new vehicles. Turns up with this Mercedes, looks pretty slick. He's like, fuck it, I'll take it for a spin. Then what? Then what? You just literally let people steal your fucking car. That's what you've just done. So the question I really have to pass off to you is, one, has the world really gone this insane? Two, why are we so fucking lazy? And third, but not less, okay, the third question is, would you actually trust someone coming in your home to deliver a package, even if it's being watched on CCTV? And the last question, this is the last one. If you're willing to trust them in your house, would you trust them without a camera in your car? Crazy Hulk, take it away. What do you think?
I don't think people have. I don't think many people have common sense nowadays.
I mean, this just sounds like fucking iRobot, right? This is just too surreal for me, okay?
You might as well just leave your car keys in the door and just say, here, have my car. Yeah. It's fine. Just take my car.
But even with the fucking house, I mean, they got a mobile camera, right? Like it's like a camera which you can watch from your phone live, the live feed from your camera, like you guys are watching now my podcast. But there's no physical person to stop them from then wandering around your home saying, "Oh, you got a pretty nice TV. Oh, he's left like $5,000 on the counter. Oh, look, I found something else of worth, like a MacBook or something." There is no reason. There's no excuse. Someone will not jump out of that camera and stop them or restrain them, okay? You'll have to dial 911, or obviously it's an American fucking thing, because in England, we'd never trust anyone to do shit like that. But, in America, obviously, they trust everybody, looks like. But the thing is, you call 911, you get the cops down there, they're going to be at least 15 minutes, probably. By that time, the dude's cleared your fucking house out, and you're done, okay? You're fucking done. Not only that, criminals, I'm telling you now, criminals are going to find a way, okay? They're going to find a way to target themselves within that range and be there at the same time as the delivery guy, jump the delivery guy and just get in your house. Or the delivery guy is going to make a plan with some bad people and say, look, dude, I'm going to do this delivery. I want you to pretend you jump me or something, tie me up, and then just jack the house. Who is going to stop them? Who? No one. Crazy.
No one.
What the fuck? Would you trust someone coming into your home just to deliver your goddamn phone case?
No way. I would actually be like, even if I had to miss work for that package, I would actually miss work to sit at home.
The thing is, they'll if you work in an office, okay, Amazon will deliver to your office.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you need them to go to your house? They can just deliver to your office. It's only for people who aren't in a physical location. Who maybe they travel. Yeah, go on.
To be honest, I mean, obviously, I work in an office building, and 99% of the time, I always deliver to my office. The 1% I deliver at home, and that's when I'm at home, sitting, chilling, and I know that I'm going to be at home.
Exactly what I'm saying. Right, Miss Tara K, come on. The 4 questions. Are we insane? Is people that dumb? And would you trust someone delivering a package to your house? And if you will deliver it to your house, what about your goddamn vehicle? I know you don't have a car, but, if you did, theoretical speaking.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The world is absolutely going insane.
I mean, I'm just gonna let everybody know, okay? Tara's actually making her own baby food, okay? I mean, this woman goes to the extent of making baby food that you can buy in the store, okay? So, she's probably the worst person to ask the questions to, but still, okay? Anyone who even buys anything from a store, she's like, you're insane. I can make that for free, okay? You dumb fuck. But anyway, carry on, Tara. Carry on. What do you think? No. People are insane. We know that. We know that people are insane. But would you trust Amazon to deliver that goddamn chair to your front door, but not just the front door, inside?
No, not at all. I would not let some stranger deliver something in my house without me being home.
Now imagine you had a car, Tara. Okay? Imagine you had a car now. Okay, now let's just add the cherry on top now, Amazon have robbed your house, okay? Now they want to do your fucking car as well. And who the fuck knows what they're doing while they're there? Could be leaving a little Amazon Echo in your house, One that actually just spies on you all the time. It's just, this one doesn't shut up. It doesn't say a word. It just listens to everything you're saying. Oh shit, they just said the word bomb. Quickly. Attack! This little fucking thing turns into some fucking robot, starts slashing everyone in the house. I mean, come on, people. What the fuck is going on today?
God.
This is insane. It's insane. Don't forget, guys, if you want to drop your comments down below and join in with the conversation, please be sure to head down there right now and drop something, and we'll be more than happy to shout you out in the chat as to what your opinions are. But the question I really want to pass off to you guys is, is the world losing its?
Yeah.
The thing is, right? The thing I don't understand, girls, right? This is the thing I don't understand. Okay, is for a company to come up with this idea, okay, people would have had to put it in their fucking head. Someone would have had to have said, "Oh, you know what? I'd love it if someone could just put that fucking thing in my house."
Really?
And then some other dickhead thought, you know what? Fuck putting it in your house. I want it in my trunk. I want them to put it in my fucking trunk. Okay?
Are people that...
I mean, what?
Are they that lazy to take something from the porch and bring it in their house? I mean...
Yeah, if not, leave it at the front of your door.
I mean, just remember this, girls, right? When Amazon first started out, okay, they were delivering to depots, right? You had to go to a parcel place, show ID, show your purchase proof, and then they'll give you your package, right? And then it went from that to they'll do it to your house now. Okay, so then and then they went to the extent that they will just drop it at your house, so you wouldn't even have to be there now. Okay, so before you'd have to be there to sign for the package in order for them to give it to you. Otherwise, it'd go to the local depot again. You'd have to go there to collect it, whatever. So they just slowly, they're just going more and more like, let's get in the front door. We gotta get in, otherwise we can't steal nothing, okay? We gotta get in so we can sell it to somebody. I think they're running out of products. I don't know. Maybe Amazon are running out of goods to sell. The market is saturated, so now they're just gonna steal people's stuff and then resell it to other people who want that stuff. I don't know. Okay, I don't know the idea behind this. Okay, I'm trying to work it out. Why people are so fucking crazy? Yeah, go on, crazy.
The other thing I don't understand is what I've researched on this is you have to have a certain type of vehicle for this shit to work.
Exactly. And you know what vehicles they're talking about? They're talking about pristine, prestigious, top of the range, cars.
That's so their employees can take them.
Yeah, yeah. You can imagine the delivery driver, right? He turns up at a parking lot, right? It's probably a private parking one, okay? And all he sees is fucking Mercedes everywhere, okay? Or like 18 plate, like brand new cars, like on a lot, like literally like. Oh, so which Mercedes do I have to deliver to? They're all shiny. All of them look like they've never been driven in their life, okay? That's the kind of vehicle Amazon are saying you probably need to have, to be able to use the service anyway. But I'm just like, if you've got a $400 car and someone, is going to deliver to that, you'll be like, whatever, It gets stolen, it gets stolen. You're not going to give a shit. If it's like an $80,000 Mercedes, I think you're going to care that some random smelly-ass Amazon worker, not to say that Amazon workers are smelly or anything like that, but I'm just saying, okay, on a hot day, they've done a lot of deliveries, they're probably sweaty. You got to trust them to get in your car, okay? Are you going to let them get in your car, okay? Questions I really want to ask. Will you let them get in your car, and would you let them in your house? I mean, what the fuck? You're not even there, okay? You're not, and they talk about all this safety stuff, like it's safe. It's secure, But the thing is, how safe and secure can it be? A camera ain't gonna do shit! It's not gonna stop anyone!
If not, leave it with your neighbour.
What were you saying, Tara?
Oh, I didn't say anything. Crazy was saying.
Oh, sorry, crazy. What were you saying? Leave it with your neighbour. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Leave it with your goddamn neighbour.
Leave it with your neighbour.
Leave it with your, they even give you that option. You can even write it in the comments of your options. If I'm not in, leave it next door. If I'm not in, put it in the bin, put it in the trash, put it in my side of my house, throw it over the fence. There's so many options. Okay, just don't come in my house. I'm telling you what, when I read this, I was like, no fucking way. No way are people that lazy. No fucking way. But then I thought, hold on a second. There must be someone. They must have done some market research. Because for them to put money into this shit, okay? Because they're having to spend money to build the fucking infrastructure to do this. They're having to retrain drivers to do this. They're having to put new systems in place to do this. And not only that, they're giving it exclusively to their Prime customers only, because they don't want to fuck up everyone. Just the Prime customers who already pay above board for everything anyway. They want to make sure they get first dibs on them. They're the ones with the real money now. If you're willing to pay for Prime, gotta have something special in your house. Brian Lloyd put in the comments, literally the only pro of this I can think of is if you live in a high crime area, I guess it'll be safe indoors than sat on the doorstep. But this delivery way opens up many ways criminals can exploit it. Well said, Brian. Well said. And all I'm going to say, just to add to Brian's comment, is if you do live in a high crime area and you take out this service from Amazon Prime, you will be robbed, okay? 100%, okay? Because the delivery driver is gonna make some goddamn shit with another delivery driver or a gang of youths in the area, and they're gonna be like, I'm delivering to that guy's house. He's got a lot of stuff in there. Let's take it all of it. Okay, you guys take me down, okay, and then you go in, take everything. We'll split it half. How's that? This is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna fucking happen. I'm telling you. You know. Anyway, girls, any last remarks, Tara?
No.
Maybe a word of warning from the wise. Come on, Tara.
Oh my god.
What's your mom? What's your mom say?
Ma, are you saying anything about this topic? No.
Come on, Miss Wheeler. Miss Wheeler, come on. All those decades you got behind you, surely must be something you can advise us young people.
No, she's too busy.
No.
She's too busy eating, she said.
What about Miss Crazy Holes? Crazy, anything you want to add before we move on?
Well, people are just fucking insane, and they're fucking lazy, and they have no. And that's all I gotta say.
Man, I'm telling you what, it's just crazy. Anyway, if you guys want to get involved with the conversation, please drop your comments down below live. We'll be sure to shout them out as we go on in the podcast. If you're watching this on playback, please let me know. What do you think? What do you think? Are we insane or are we insane? Please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Coming up next, we got something very special. That's right, a beautiful lady. Okay, if you guys know beautiful, this is a beautiful lady. Okay, Miss Gal Gadot. If you don't know who she is, she's the lady who played the infamous Wonder Woman. That's right, she's the Wonder Woman character. If you probably know who she is now that I've said that. But if you don't know who Gal Gadot is, that's who she is. She's the woman who played Wonder Woman in the infamous film Wonder Woman. And basically, they did this commercial for the Huawei P20 Pro. So basically, Huawei, if you don't know what that is, it's a phone brand. It's a Korean brand. I think it's actually Chinese. Actually, it's Chinese. It's like an off-brand of Samsung mixed with iPhone. That's the best way I can describe it. It's a very cheap phone to buy, but it packs a punch. How good is it? Yeah, I don't know. But this is hilarious. Before we play the hilarious bit, I'm just going to play the advert for you because this video will get 0 ads anyway. So, I don't know, just kind of boost the ads anyway myself. So we're just going to play this little ad for you guys. Turn up your headphones so you can hear what is happening in this little video.
Picture a place when I know I'm alone.
I see.
A place when the
She discovers the Huawei P20.
I feel.
Takes a picture of a rock.
I create.
That's not mammoth.
I capture the beyond.
A butterfly flies out of the forest.
In my world, there are no rules,
Amazing
no
cloud.
boundaries.
You can walk on waterfalls with a pretty long dress from behind you. You have wings as a dress. You can take landscape pictures of
See more with the new Huawei P20
and
Pro.
walk on water.
A
and
new
blow on the
era
phone
of intelligent
and create
photography.
The Orion belt
Huawei,
in your front
make it
room.
possible.
Huawei P20 Pro. Get yours today. Right, anyway, so that was the video. And the hilarious bit is someone called MKBHD, also known as Marquez Brownlee. He called them out on this, okay? So the question that we have about this is whether do we trust our little celebrities a little bit too much? Every so often, you will even hear me say, yo, guys, CD keys all the way. Or you might hear me say stuff like, grab yourself that T4 Army merch, you know. But the thing is, do we actually, are we paying too much attention to what they're saying, or are we actually looking at what they're saying? So bear this in mind, okay? The Huawei P20 Pro is an Android phone. Android, okay? Not iOS like iPhone. It's Android, okay? So it's an Android phone. So some retard from the department that made this ad decided to do this tweet of the ad with this Twitter saying the Gal Gadot, say hello to my new mate. So she's saying like, this is my new phone, okay? And it's been tweeted out from a fucking iPhone. That's right. That's right. They sent this tweet out on a fucking iPhone. Can you see that? Let me scroll down a little bit more. Maybe you guys can't see it, but literally at the bottom there, it says it right there at the bottom. It says, "Goddamn, VIA Twitter for iPhone." That's where it was sent from. Marcus Brownlee saw this straight away and said, "Yo, Gal Gadot with the Huawei ad tweeted from an iPhone. Nice." Round of applause, everyone. Round of applause. The question that really came up for me is whether we can actually trust our little celebrities with their fucking advertisements. They all say that they do this and they drink that and they eat this shit and they use that phone and they play on this console or they drive this kind of fucking car. But do they really? Because this is a clear violation here, guys, okay? This is misadvertising, misrepresentation, okay? This is trickery right here, because people will be looking at it and go, I want to be Wonder Woman. Like some women, you know, they might be like, I want to be Wonder Woman. I'm going to give myself a Huawei P20 Pro, like Gal Gadot, when she's tweeting this from an iPhone. So, can we trust the goddamn celebrities? So the thing is, forget the celebrities. Can we trust advertising? Full stop. So the question that I have for my guests today, and for you guys at home, is: can we trust the fucking celebrities that they put inside of the adverts when they clearly are lying to us? Tara K, what did you think? You trust those goddamn celebrity monkeys?
I never.
Always telling you buy the T4 Army merch.
I never trust the celebrities.
You can't trust them.
I always go, ouch, because they get paid for what they're saying, so you can never trust them anyway.
Yeah, you know, they always get paid for what they're saying. Always getting paid for putting things in your face.
Yes.
Even though they don't use this stuff. They hardly ever promote any of it really in real life.
Oh my goodness. I'm not referring to you. Oh my gosh.
Wow, it's evil.
Right? I'm talking about like actors, actresses, singers, whatever. Anyway.
I wanted her to start talking. I wanted her to start talking about what she was gonna say, and then I just what?
I knew you were gonna do that. I had an inkling you were gonna do that.
Right. Anyway. So no. I mean, on a serious note, though, I mean, we have to be careful, don't we, Tara? We have to be careful.
Yes.
I mean, the thing is, how can you tell, though, Tara? How can you tell? Because it must be difficult, even when it comes down to buying fruit, veg, buying commodities. How can you tell whether, you know, because some people will say, like, I don't buy nothing that's branded. I'll just buy it from Target or from Walmart. I don't care. But some people are like, I will not buy it unless there's a name on it. And then an autograph underneath that name. So, how can we buy... I mean, the thing is, how come some people buy into this stuff, and how come some people, they don't buy into it at all?
Like I myself, I buy like 90% of myself. 90% of the stuff I buy is like off-brand, like because I'm a frugal shopper. I don't like to spend money.
Yeah.
So, ouch. Come on. But I don't believe half of the celebrities that say they use the stuff that actually use the stuff. Like, um, there are some celebrities that you'll see do like Facebook Live crap, and they'll show that they use the stuff. But how do you know once they're done with that Facebook Live that they actually use it? Or
Exactly.
that they
you're
do
right.
their
You're right.
Instagram and they're showing that they use it. But how do you know they use it? You're not following them around in their everyday life, I mean, unless you're a stalker and you follow them. But how do you know after they're done doing whatever they're doing, showcasing that they're using it, So you have no proof that they're using it. But
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, you definitely hit the nail on the coffin there. Definitely. I mean, Crazy Holes. We know you buy the brands. We know, okay? All we want to know is why are you buying those goddamn... Why do you trust those celebrities so much?
To be honest, I'm not really a brand kind of person. The only thing
She's lying! Tell the truth. We know you got that Nike sweater on right now.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I have a few clothes that are branded.
We're getting it out slowly, guys. Come on. Tell us more.
But
you got more than just brands, don't you? You must have a special signature on one of those items, surely.
Shut up.
Aha! We've got it. We've got you. We'll find out in a minute what it is. Right. So tell us. I mean, is there a 50-50 place? Is there a place where you can be on the fence with this, or is it one way or the other? What do you think?
I mean, to be honest, like, you know, there are certain companies, like, you know, who will use celebs, because the thing is, there's like a certain celeb that has like a certain type of like group of people. You know, there might be some celebrities like what's his name? One of the Beckhams.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, he was used in a
Are you talking about David Beckham here?
No, it was one of his kids. I can't.
Oh, Cruz.
No, it was Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn, right?
Yeah. He was asked to talk about one of the phones, or a type of phone or something.
Yeah.
And, you know, they made him say, oh, how the phone is his favourite and everything else. And they made him say the phone was his favourite. But then he went back to go and playing some type of game on his iPhone and said the iPhone was his favourite. So it's kind of like they're trying to force, you know...
Force feed us it.
Sorry, say that again?
They're trying to force feed us.
Yeah, they're trying to force feed you into some sort of brands so that they can make you like it, sort of thing.
I mean, that's a difficult place to be, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, as a consumer.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, the thing is, Tara, what's the most expensive piece of clothing you own? Like, what's the most you've ever spent on an item of clothing?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably $30 on a pair of sneakers.
Okay, $30 on a pair of sneakers. Same question to Miss Crazy Holes.
Whoa.
Oh wait, I take that back. My hoodie I just bought off of your shop.
God damn it! I knew. I was like, she didn't say the hoodie. Thank God she didn't say the hoodie. It's very cheap, everybody. Very, very cheap. Okay, go get yourself one right now.
I forgot I purchased
How much was how much was the hoodie?
If you want to plug your shit,
Tara?
that's the best way to plug your shit.
I don't remember, but it was more than $30.
Oh, that's good. Okay, and same. Tell us a bit about that merch, by the way, Tara. I'm not sure I know about the brand. What brand is it?
It's the T4 Army brand. It is awesome.
Oh my god, best brand ever.
It
Right.
is.
And what would you rate the comfortability rating like out of 10?
I would rate it a 10.
10.
Sean
Oh my
said
god.
it's very comfortable.
I mean, I can't say any more. I love how your mom's saying, "Tara, suck up," considering she owns merch from me as well.
She does, and she wants a hoodie, so she can just hush it.
Right. Crazy holes. Back to you. What is the most expensive ever item you've ever purchased? And I want to stick with clothing for the minute.
So not shoes, no.
Yeah, you can go with shoes.
Well, the most I've spent on shoes is $200.
What? Oh my god. That's like £150 or £170, £60, something like that. That's a lot of money to spend on those fucking shoes. Jesus. Okay, well, I guess I'll say the same question to you guys out there. What is the most expensive item of clothing you ever bought? I'll give you mine. The most expensive thing I ever purchased, clothing, this was a £1,500 jacket. That's right.
What? Are you kidding me?
T4E is a badass. That's about $1,800 on a fucking jacket that I wore 4 times. Anyway, Brian Lloyd.
I was worried about $30 shoes.
Well, if you buy the merch, T4 can have a nice life. Okay, keep buying the merch.
And that special cup you have.
Oh my god.
Oh god. We got Lamborghinis coming soon, everyone. Lamborghini tour coming soon. We're getting there. Oh god. Anyway, we got a comment from Brian Lloyd. Brian says, literally the companies approach celebs who have a specific audience that they want to target and will pay them to say they use a certain product. The Kardashians are doing this all of the time. I hate the Kardashians. Fucking bitches. Also, Brian said fans will want to be using the same product as their fave celebs. Very, very true. Really, the question I'll pass off to you guys, those of you who are watching us live, those of you who may be watching the video on playback, is why do you buy into celebrity advertising? You may think you don't, but I promise you, every time you go out, you see something, you'll see a piece of clothing, you might even see food, and you've seen a celebrity eating that food, or you might have seen someone drinking a particular drink, and you end up buying the same thing. You might see someone go to Starbucks, and you think, I want to go to Starbucks, or a different coffee shop, or whatever it is, you know. And you end up going to these places because you want to. You're like, oh, Tom Cruise goes to this place, or some other fucking famous person goes to this place. So, questions I got to pass off to you guys is why do you do it? Why do you fall into celebrity advertising? Is it really that fashionable, considering they make so much fucking mistakes on their advertising to prove that they don't even know the brand that they're promoting? Yeah, hold on, Crazy. Oh my god, Crazy wants to jump back in straight away. This is like her favorite topic. But you know, is it that you know, they don't even support the brands? In reality, they don't care. You know, they get so many things already that they don't really care. But we end up caring more than what they care. And the spending habits can kind of spiral out of control. And that's where you get that shopaholic syndrome from. Crazy.
Shopaholic.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Yeah, but then, if we didn't have the celebs on the adverts, and we didn't have the celebs for these type of brands, then the brands wouldn't get the public advertisements like they do, and then they wouldn't be big like the way they are.
But then wouldn't it make the products cheaper to buy in the first place?
Depending on it, because you know, I do.
Well, you imagine a brand like Breitling. Everyone knows who Breitling is, right?
No.
Tara, you know who Breitling is?
No.
Okay, Breitling is a very expensive watch
Mm-hmm.
company. They make expensive watches. The cheapest watch Breitling you can buy is about £1,000. I've got a £10,000 Breitling, so like they're just ridiculously expensive. Yes, they never break. Okay, you'll never have to buy another watch in your life. Is it worth 10 grand? I don't think it is. It's very heavy and all that jazz. But then you worry about wearing it because you're just like, if anyone sees it and they know what it is, you're gonna get they'll chop your arm off for that watch, you know. So the thing is if it wasn't so big, if celebrities didn't make them so big and famous, they wouldn't actually be worth that much.
No.
So they would be valued at what they really would be worth, rather than like their worth would be based on build quality, you know, reliability and all that jazz, not on, oh, Lewis Hamilton wears a tag, so now all tag watches are fucking expensive. Or, you know, Kim Kardashian is wearing a particular type of thong, and that one thong out of all of the thongs on the market is $50 more expensive. You know, it is stuff like that. You know, it doesn't change the fact that the thong will still wear out, and you will have to buy another one if you shit yourself, I guess. You know, I'm thinking of the worst case scenario. I'm sorry, but you know, you would still have to buy another one. Would you spend another $100 on a thong? I don't think you would. It's just 2 pieces of string. What the fuck? But the thing is, it's the celebrities that makes the prices what they are. You know, if it wasn't for them, that wouldn't be the price that they are. Oh, I've just seen Certifieds just come on. Let me just put him in VIP. Okay. Can someone just put in the chat that Certified Days can actually join the chat now? Just type that in so you know, so he sees it. Just say T4 said you can join if you want to join. So the thing is, you know, crazy, coming back to what you're saying, is if the celebrities weren't there, then things would be valued at a price where it'd have to prove what it can do. You know, if I say to you, buy the T4 Army merch, it's really comfortable. It will not fade. It will last for 30 days, no questions asked, and the print will last for 45 days, no questions asked. And if it starts to run after that time, then the value of the product should be lessened. Easily said. No, you're typing in the wrong place. Type it in the Discord chat. I meant it doesn't matter. Tara's doing it. Thank you, Tara. That's why she's admin. That's why she's admin, everyone. That's right. well done, Tara. So the thing is, you know, come back to what Crazy is saying is I mean, do you get what I'm saying about that, Crazy? I mean, you know, if celebrities weren't there, you wouldn't have to worry about the price. The price would be like Lambos wouldn't be so expensive. Everyone would have a Lambo. I'd have one just as you know, as an everyday.
Yeah.
You'd have one as an everyday.
But then also as well, like, you know, I work in advertising. We, you know, like with the whole McDonald's like advertising.
Hold on. Your mic keeps cutting in and out. Try and wiggle it a little bit.
Here we go. You know, as working with an advertising company, you know, we do work for with big brands, and you know, yeah. I think the biggest brand we have done is with people like for McDonald's, and
yeah, you
know, it's one of those things of you'll see a person sitting there eating like a Big Mac, and you'll think, oh my god, I want one of them right now. But then, because it's a normal person eating a Big Mac, it's not really that appealing. But if it was like a celebrity eating a Big Mac, then it'll be like, yeah, I definitely want one of those right now.
but if you look at like advertising for McDonald's, for example, like their food, the food is the brand already. You know, people know what it tastes like. People know how good or how bad it is, and people either enjoy it or they don't enjoy it. That's the freedom of the person. You don't necessarily need to put, you know, Kim Kardashian with a fucking burger in her hand to make people buy Big Macs. People are going to buy them anyway, you know. I know Burger King did an advertisement a little while ago with, like a few years ago, with Paris Hilton, where they had her advertising a Big Mac, but she was washing a car, which made absolutely no sense. But you know, the thing, it was the sex appeal around the Big Mac, and apparently Big Mac sales went through the roof from it. But the thing is, at the end of the day, is there is one thing to make it work, and there's another thing that is just, I think, if we could lose the celebrities behind it, we would have, as consumers, people who buy things, we would have a more informed way of buying products. We wouldn't be buying things like, you look at Supreme. Supreme came about out of nowhere. Literally, they came from nothing, and they went to the extent, and they did this as a fucking joke, and it turned into a brand, and they even went to the extent of printing the Supreme logo on a brick. Okay, on a brick, a red brick, and it sold for thousands of pounds, which is ridiculous, because it's just it's like me slapping the Tamim25 logo on a fucking brick and saying this is now got value more than a normal brick, which is the same brick, but this one has my name on it and the other one doesn't. So this one's going to be $1,000 now, and this one is only like $1. You do the math, guys. You tell me where this is going wrong. Me personally, I know for a definite, it's a lot of this false advertising, because this is there's something that you know about this, Crazy. If something is being advertised but it's falsely advertised, like there's a breach of the law or something, isn't there? Nope, she's fixing her mic.
Sorry, say that again.
So like if an advertising company advertises something, they say, oh, this person uses this thing on the daily basis, but they don't actually do it, and they get found out for it. It's something called false advertising, isn't it, or something? What's it called? And there's an actual law behind this. You can get fined or something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, do you know off the top of your head what sort of numbers we're looking at here?
It's to do with the whole like copyright issues and things like that, but from the top of my head, it's quite a bit.
So the thing is that, I mean, this could be seen as like, oh, it's just a little mistake, but at the same time, these are big companies, and they're pushing, they're pushing products out to you using celebrities as a front, and you fall for it. You buy into the limelight, as it were. You look at iPhone, you look at Apple as a brand. It came from nowhere, to be honest with you, and a lot of it was to do with putting the brand in certain people's hands. And then it did the rest, pretty much like that. And I mean, the thing is, my base on it is you take the kids away, you take the celebs away from the products. You as a consumer are more informed to make your own decisions on what is actually good value and what is not good value, and then the value will then adjust accordingly depending on what that is. Tara,
yes.
What do you think? Take the celebrities away or what?
I think you can take celebrities away, but I think my thing is I don't
kill them all.
Take them all away. I don't really care for many celebrities. Like, I don't follow many celebrities, so I don't really care what they have to say or what they like or whatever. So I don't really like.
But like if you open up your cupboard and you look inside there's certain things that you would have bought would have been based on something that you would have seen.
No, most of the stuff I have in my cupboard is Walmart brand, so no, not really.
So for you, it's literally based on the value of what you like. You buy something, you try it, it's either good or it's bad.
Yeah.
And if it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, great.
Yeah. I buy what's cheaper and what I like.
That's it. Okay. So yeah, look, the reason I love having Crazy and Tara on this kind of conversation is because they live completely different spectrums of the mind field. Literally, Tara's at one end, and Crazy holds at the other end. Even Crazy will be like, "No, I'm not." Yes, she is, everyone, and she knows it. Okay, she fucking is. Okay, Starbucks every day, everyone. Okay, so anyway, if you guys got anything you want to add, please drop it in the comments down below. We'd love to hear from you and read it out. Whether you're watching us live, whether you're watching us on playback, be sure to drop those comments down below if you are interested in this topic. Let us know what you're thinking down below. Moving on, we got the last topic. I know, it's so sad. That means the podcast is going to end. Hopefully soon. So we've got the last one is a very interesting one. Okay, it's about the goddamn Asa Abloy. Now this is the dumbest thing of the day. I know you thought Amazon was dumb, but this is fucking stupid. Okay, if there was dumb on a dumber level, they would be below that level. Okay, it's literally like super dumb. Basically, if you don't know who Asa Abloy is, they are a company who are master locksmiths. That's what they are, and they deal basically with all types of locking mechanisms and stuff like that, mainly electronic locking mechanisms, and a faked master key gives hackers access to millions of hotel rooms. In a matter of minutes, a hacker with the right knowledge could spoof their way into almost any hotel room in the world. This is how they do it. How hard is it to hack into the digital locks of hotels? Surprisingly simple. If you can create a key that opens any door, Finnish cybersecurity firm F-Secure has revealed it found a flaw in a digital lock system that may be used in millions of hotel rooms worldwide. It managed to spoof hotel master keys that would be able to unlock any door. After several thousands of hours of work, F-Secure researchers created a master key that could be used to gain entry to any room in hotels using Ving card digital lock technology. The firm says the master key, which specifically worked on the Asa Abloy vision system, could be generations from any ordinary electric keycard, even ones long expired or discarded. So if you guys have been to a hotel at any point in your life, you would get those credit cards that are a key card. You slip them in your door and it opens a door, and then when you leave, you normally drop them in like a box where they say, return your key card here. And if you don't and you take it with you and then you come back trying to be a smartass, get back in your hotel room, it doesn't work. It says it will always read red saying it's expired. This company, F-Secure, have found a way to even make those cards work again, but not as a card that would work for just the room you were in, but to open any door in the whole of the hotel. So they basically the company that they targeted, the locksmith, which is Asa Abloy, the ones who make these secure entry slot things, they targeted them specifically because their version, their style of entry into a room is the most common. It's worldwide. I'm sure most people who have been to a hotel, even if you've been to a motel, you would have seen a lot of them don't use keys. They actually just use the swipe card thing. So basically, they wanted to find out if it's possible to bypass the electronic lock without leaving a trace, said Timo Hivoren, senior security consultant at F-Secure. In a statement, it was his colleague, Tommy Tunimin, practice leader at F-Secure, says you can imagine what a malicious person could do with the power to enter any hotel room with a master key created basically out of thin air. How was the vulnerability exploited? In theory, it's easy. First, an attacker would need to get hold of an electronic keycard, RFID, or magstrip, either from a hotel or even one that operates a storage closet or garage. They would then need to buy a portable programmer online for a few £100 to overwrite it, thus creating a master key within minutes. However, F-Secure says it is its custom software made this particularly hack possible, and it won't, for obvious reasons, be releasing it. For after hacking Asa Abloy's Vision digital lock system, F-Secure contacted the company about a year ago and then worked together to develop software fixes that became available in February. Christopher Shute, executive vice president and head of hospitality at Asa Abloy, says that Vision is a specific system that is fairly old. In fact, it was developed 20 years ago, which means that the hack doesn't apply to its more up-to-date versions. He says it's not the system we promote anymore or build our technology on, but the challenge we have is we don't know necessarily if those systems are still up and running. The point is not that all hotels will have upgraded their technology sufficiently, so could remain vulnerable. So basically, this technology, the way it basically works is that you're able to the key card. Basically, in each key card door, there's obviously a chip in there, and that chip has firmware. And if you guys know anything about updating your PS4, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So basically, if you don't keep things up to date, things stay in the past, and then these kind of hacks would actually work. What this guy is saying, apparently, with the new firmware, it would fix this problem. But the issue that they don't raise, the issue that they don't talk about in this particular article, is the fact that you'd have to upgrade each individual door lock in each hotel. Now, you imagine if you've got a hotel with 137 rooms, you've got to upgrade 137 doors with the lock to make sure the firmware was up to date. And if they released a new one, they'd have to do that again, and a new one, and so on and so forth. It's not done wirelessly like it does on the PS4. It's manually done. So the question is, how many hotels would actually fork out the millions of dollars that it probably would cost to have the hotel completely up to date on the firmware? And who knows who is vulnerable? And, you know, if you've ever had that creepy feeling, if you've ever been into a hotel room and you've gone out for the day and you've come back and you get this weird feeling that, has someone been in my fucking room? You never know who it could be. It might not just be the cleaning lady. You might have something missing. So what a lot of people are saying is to be very cautious and very careful when you're out and about. You don't know who the hell would be looking in your stuff in a hotel room. The question really I've got to pass off to you guys, especially to the guests who are here with me today, is, have you ever had that weird feeling that someone's been in your hotel room when you've left? And second, how much do you trust the hotel rooms now? Tara K, what do you think? Because I know Crazy's in a rush to get this out. I'm going to make her wait.
Fuck off.
Tara just done the most evil laugh ever. She went, did you hear it? Oh my god, Tara, that's so evil. You evil witch. Oh god.
Man.
Go on, Tara. What are you saying about these hotels?
I don't know. Oh man. I don't know. I just now that you like say that it's weird, but I don't know. It just, I guess I trust people too much. I mean, I won't trust the Amazon people, but
So have you been in a hotel room where you've come back and you get this weird feeling that someone's been in your room?
Well, obviously, like the cleaning people, because the room is all clean, the bed's made, and everything's drained up. But other than that, I never really put any thought into it.
Exactly. So you wouldn't even know if someone else has been in there.
Right.
And I mean, have you ever left a hotel room finding things missing, or you didn't? You think to yourself, "Oh, I forgot that. I can't believe I forgot that."
I always feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah. Or like I feel like I misplaced something when I come home, but
so you don't know.
Right.
You might be a victim of crime. You don't even know it's happened.
Maybe.
Who the fuck would know? Tara doesn't know. She's like, Sean, did you see the goddamn card? Where's the card? I don't know. Where did you put it last? It was in the hotel room. I'm sure it was in the hotel. You don't know. Victim of crime. You wouldn't even know. Crazy Holes, what do you think? Oh, crazy.
Oh, yeah, sorry, the signal's going shit.
Wow, I just woke up. Hello, your turn.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be honest, I totally don't. Well, I don't trust hotels 100%. You know, they say that they say that they're gonna come and clean your room for you while you're out and things like that, and you come back and things are missing. You know,
I mean, have you
no-
found that to be? Has that happened often to you? Then have you seen that happen a few times? Then
well, I've had one time where I had a cleaner come to my hotel, and you know, we always leave our valuables in the safe because
right,
we know that there's a safe in the hotel, but sometimes 9 times
Yeah.
out of 10, you never actually know whether the cleaner actually knows the combination for the safe as well.
yeah, like a override kick, number, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
so
because
9
if you
times
forget
out
the
of
number,
10,
because if you forget the number, they can open it. You know that? Did you know that?
yeah,
Like if
I
you
know.
if you forget the number, they can actually open it for you.
Yeah, I know, exactly. And the other time, we booked a hotel for. It was actually for when obviously I was moving over to America, and we booked a hotel, and we
Yeah.
scanned the card, and there was somebody
Mm.
already in the room already.
Ooh.
Yeah, there was somebody already booked in the room for the same exact thing, and we both had the same key card.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Now
and there was,
that's scary stuff.
yeah. And the guy was like, "No, I've got this room," and we was like, "No, we have exactly the same. We have exactly the same number for the same room."
Jesus.
Yeah,
Mate, I tell you what, that would just freak me the fuck out. I'll be like, I'm leaving. I mean, the thing is, the question I've got to pass off to the audience really is: do you guys have any creepy stories? Do you have anything that comes to mind where you feel like someone's been in your room, in your hotel room, or you've gone home? So you've left the hotel, you've gone back home, like Tara did, and you always feel like you've misplaced stuff, and you're like, "Where's this stuff gone?" Have you actually misplaced it, or has someone been in the hotel room when you haven't been there, and they've literally just helped themselves to anything? Because if they use a system like Asa Abloy, then probably they probably got into your room somehow because the firmware wasn't updated, and they were able to create their own master key card. But the thing is, the other thing that comes into mind is them announcing this. Doesn't that just provoke criminals to like find a way to actually make this happen now?
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just creating more problems than resolving any problems. Anyway, before we get off, did you girls want to add anything to this particular story? Crazy, anything you want to add?
Nope.
And Mr. K,
No, not really.
sure? Not really. Just a little something, maybe a little cherry on top.
No. Just I don't know. It's weird the things that people think of. Like, oh, this world, it's
We
going
just
crazy.
we've freaked Tara out on the podcast, everyone. We're opening her to more paranoia.
Yeah,
Welcome to our world,
exactly.
Tara. Welcome to our world. Tara's gonna lock the front door now and be like, "Can someone get in my house with some electronic key card?"
I'm just going back in my bubble. That's all.
I just want to say, obviously, before we end today's podcast, a massive shout out to the guest for joining us today. As always, we had the infamous Crazy Hole 95.
Bye.
And also we had the legend that is Tara K. Dick.
Goodbye.
And so thank you very much for you girls for joining us today. Exodus D couldn't be with us, guys, unfortunately, on today's show. He's currently moving, so he's in the middle of moving shit from place to place, basically, and wasn't able to join us in the show. Also, Days Out TV was meant to join us in today's podcast, but wasn't available, and then was available at one point, but then wasn't available again. But I'm not sure he actually knows how to join the podcast. But Hopefully, we'll have him on next week's show. So stick around for that. Brand new guest joining us very soon. And also, I want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys for dropping your comments down below, your opinions, your thoughts. We welcome them, and we are very grateful and thankful for your participation in today's podcast. And as always, we'll do a couple of shout outs before we walk out. Over at youtube.com, we got Days.tv, Crazy Gamer Girl, Brian Lloyd, not forgetting also Zentiem, and we have got Furious Alexis Garcia over at youtube.com, and over at twitch.tv we've got the infamous Slow Cool, Cog Whistle, Tarek Dick, Marlin Wheeler, and Electric Skateboard. Everybody, thank you very much, guys, for ending the stream with me today. Thank you for watching from beginning to end, for those of you that did, and for those of you who are watching this on playback, thank you for watching it on playback, and I hope you enjoyed this show. But we'll be back again next Friday with more podcasts for you awesome people to enjoy. We got some very interesting stuff coming up on next week's show. If you guys want a heads up, I'll give it to you now. We got Disney's new ears for the LGBT community. Bill Cosby is going away for life. Jake Paul getting sued for $2.5 million. YouTuber feeds homeless person toothpaste-filled Oreos. And obviously, another interesting topic, Fortnite. Something interesting is happening with Fortnite, so I'll leave that one as a little question mark. What could it be? What could T4 be talking about Fortnite? But join us for next week's Friday show. It's going to be exclusive. It's going to be hot. It's going to be temperature through the roof. Literally, it's the place to discuss all of these awesome topics. So be sure to join us next week. If any of those topics tantalize your taste buds, be sure to hit me up on Discord. You can join us as a guest. But before we end off, a massive shout out goes out to the sponsors as always. Big shout out to Cinch Gaming, CD Keys, and not forgetting the infamous Razor.com over at YouTube.com, and obviously the T4 Army merch, and not forgetting G2A.com over at Twitch.tv, and G4G and Streamlabs, keeping it lit, keeping it live, and keeping me rich so I can buy that goddamn Lamborghini. Thank you very much for everybody who's ever donated to the channel. You guys are awesome. But until next Friday, guys, as always, stay safe, stay awesome, and peace.